What's good? It's your boy CJ Goodfellow. We're back with the Boston Clinic. Shout out to the LDBC, the YTBC. We working. It's one time for the one time. Y'all know what it is. And we working. Talking about Anthony Yarde. And is he ready for Sergey Kovalev in light heavyweight elite? Or when will he be ready? Is probably a prediction on my answer. Shout out to K-Hove, Black Fight fan once again. He talked about this. And talked about, they little group, the LDBC, getting behind Anthony Yarde when they feel that he'd be ready. I think he said about 3 fights. Me personally, I said he need another year. So we about on the same page on that prediction. That's about 3 fights, 3 or 4 fights for him. And I said that because, and to answer the question, I don't think he's ready right now for Kovalev. Kovalev had a good amateur background, and it shows as well. And I think losing to Andre Ward not only humbled him, but as much as we thought that Sullivan Barrera took away a great deal of confidence and a great lesson from Andre Ward, I feel that Kovalev took a great lesson away from Andre Ward. Like he said, I just did the video, how to be a professional, and that he needs to learn how to use a hook and break tendencies and do things other than being a textbook 1-2 fighter, puncher. That's really what he was. He's beating people with a 1-2, and if he keeps you at the end of his punches, you lunch meat. But we still know the book out on Kovalev is that he quit mentally and that you can beat him to the body. And the good thing about Anthony Yarde is that he's an excellent body puncher. The bad thing about it is the experience. Along with Demetrius Bivol, who's a little bit more, he has a lot more amateur background than Anthony Yarde. And that's why he's on the fast pace to be, he was a world champion and they put him on a fast track. Just like Bedimov Shuvanov, who ended up, I think his career ended due to eye injury. Tried to go in a fight with B-Hop with no trainer. And he was a less experienced on a pro level. Like I said, I think Bivol needs some more experience. Like I said, it's the reason why guys take that 15 to 20 fight to mid-20 fights before they they fight for a world title. And Anthony Yarde, being behind the 8 ball, I know physically he looks the part, but they're slowly stepping up the competition. And, he fought some shitty competition, let's keep it real. But he didn't have an amateur background, I think he's a late bloomer. But the learning curve that he's really caught up on is that, he's an excellent fighter. He's big and muscular, and that might be an issue somewhere down the line. But it seems like he moves well. He has flexibility, unlike Jeff Lacey didn't have. He has some flexibility in his muscles, and that's always good. He's a nasty body puncher. He's a mean body puncher. Not only is he big and strong and can punch, he's kind of athletic. He's trying to adopt that shoulder roll. I don't know how they're going to implement that. It seems like he got a straight team around him. And potentially, he can make some dog meat out of some of these guys, some lunch meat out of some of these guys. Say he's ready for Kovalev right now. I mean, if he jumped in there right now, he'll have a chance. Just for the simple fact that we know Kovalev can't take it to the body. Kovalev is now starting to learn how to throw a hook and the importance of throwing a hook and looping it now. Could be a gift and a curse, because he might start using it in scenarios where he's not used to using it, and he might get caught. Because when you throw a hook, if you don't throw it short and other guys' punch is shorter than yours, 9 times out of 10, you're getting put down. And Anthony Yarde is a compact puncher, short puncher, good left hook to the body, good body puncher, good head puncher, and some things that he needs to learn, obviously. I think he needs to continue to work on his defense, moving his head, also being aggressive, also learning to box on the back foot and build some versatility while they build him on the ground up. And that's why I say, just the experience of being in the ring and getting cut and getting injured and getting tired and steadily building the stamina to go through those championship rounds and building through that adversity versus a lower level opponent, then stepping up with an opponent like Kovalev, because Kovalev has been through the ringer. He's been through pretty much a lot of the scenarios that Anthony Yarde hasn't been through and need to go through. On a higher level, Kovalev has been through that. And if Anthony Yarde skips that level and goes to Kovalev and gets in that situation where he punches Kovalev, and Kovalev's not going nowhere, hypothetically, and he got to really go to plan B and C, I don't think he's prepared for that. And that's why you take those 20 to 25 fights, 15 to 25 fights, to get an opponent that's right there. Okay, if he give you some struggle, at the end of the day that, he's the lesser opponent. he's missing something. He might be missing some speed, some power, but you know the book on him. But you know he's durable, and you know that if you get past him, you're able to test him on he ever test you on that championship type level, or simulate that championship type level. That you know you can get through it. Just having steady doses of experience through the ring, getting cut, dealing with a guy to move, learning to cut the ring off, learning to deal with bigger crowds and adversity, moving up to the main event, moving to co-features before you move to the main event, getting on the television card, you know, doing certain things that help your fighter progress in his career. And that's what Anthony Yarde has to start doing. He has to start fighting on TV. Now it's time to maybe take him to the co-main and get him a co-main type of opponent now, and eventually have him start headlining some cards over there, and then start taking off. And after he goes through those championship rounds, it's not a guarantee that Anthony Yarde is going to be light heavyweight champion or a world boxing champion in boxing, you know, world champion. There's no guarantee on that. He's just too green. He has a lot of good attributes. He seems to be catching on a learning curve really, really fast. But like I said, minimum 1 year, 3 or 4 fights. But if I was Frank Warren, I think that's who promotes him. He's 26. You know, maybe I wait till he's about 28 years old. You know, maybe I have him fight, 2 more times domestically over there. And maybe I stage him over in the United States and start fighting some of the light heavyweights over there, you know. Not anybody prominent, you know, maybe like an Aaron Rodriguez or Chad Dawson, whoever win that fight. You know, maybe you find some of the lower level guys, maybe a Craig Baker, a Cedric Agnew, Tavares Cloud. You start fighting those type of guys right now who got experience that might be a little bit on the back burner. Maybe you can go find a Darnell Boone. I mean, he's a great barometer for a journeyman, probably one of the better journeymen that boxing has ever seen. So you want to find that right barometer and move him up right. I understand that he's fought at Dallas Cowboy Stadium already, AT&T Stadium, I believe on the Lyman Smith undercard and Canelo undercard. I believe that's what it was. I may be wrong. But, you know, keeping him in Europe fighting domestic, that's not going to help him become a world champion, really. And a lot of the big world champion names in light heavyweight division is in America. And just to start building a profile, I think by the fall of next year, he should be start basing his fights in America and getting used to it, because that's where the money is in the light heavyweight division. Most of those Europeans and the Adonis Stevens and Marcus Brown and the rest of them is based here. So why not?